Alright guys, so for today I wanted to go ahead and show you my apocalypse room, my final rendering for all of them. So over here is going to be my high poly version of the actual room, which is what I spent most of my time trying to get the assets to look properly and look actually realistic and natural. I'm very happy with a few of my assets like my toolbox and my apple cores that I have up here and a few other things that I would like to show off is like my nice little oil spill, which is a nice organic that I try to build, and same with these trash bags right here. These trash bags were quite a pain to originally figure out, but after all, I think I'm pretty happy with that. And then now I'm going to go ahead and show you off the low poly version. As you can tell, there's a lot less polys on this side and a lot less faces everywhere. And as you can tell, a lot of them isn't as high detailed compared to, like, let's take a look at this toolbox right here. My toolbox has a lot of lines and a lot of little hatches, and this tool, like, top, I don't, the handle, there you go. The top of the handle, but if you go over to this one, which I moved it over here so that it'll be easier to show off, this one doesn't even have the latch right here. These aren't as I guess I don't know how to explain it. They're not as lined up. They don't have as many lines and as much design on them. So this one is more of a square compared to the other one where it's a more of a cylinder on the top, which I'll show you up here. And that was just done by adding and reducing the lines in the object. And as you can see with these cans, there's a lot of lines in this as well. But if you go over here to these cans, there's not that much to them, to be honest. It's just quite a little dip on the top, and then the rest is just a few little curves that I added myself while adding the let's see, the triangulate modifier. And then same with these little cones. I spent a good time on these cones trying to get them to be a good height and look proper because I ran into an issue where a lot of the time that they weren't actually baking properly and it wasn't fully covering this image, and you can see that issue with these. So I would like to show off my actual bake of these because I could not get this bake to work properly. I will show you the bake right here. This is the bake I have right here for this one, and whenever I am applying this bake, it looks good over here, but then it does not look correct on my actual high poly. But since I'm showing off the low poly right now, I'm just going to show you this. This is my actual bake of the cans and my cones and everything else. I'll actually go ahead and show you the full rendering of it. And then I have my nice little sewer grate in the background with my trash bins. My trash cans and trash bags are not as detailed as you can tell. I spent a good amount of time trying to get this side to properly work, but this was originally done by just having a plane and then shrink wrapping it on top, which I learned in the lessons, which helped a lot. And then these guys I had to actually model out myself, but this took a while to try and get these little boxes around here, so then when you're further away, you can't really even tell that it's boxes instead of just these nice little rounded up edges and stuff. And then same with the cans over here. You can't really tell that all of these cans are modified a little bit, but they are quite edited a bit and moved around. And I messed with their edges just to give them a little bit more character. Same with these stop signs. The stop signs and the hazard signs I did spend a good amount of time doing, and I would say a few errors that I ran into was trying to get all of these files into my pedestal file. So I will show you guys a few. Like, I have this in here, but whenever I move it around in the render, it just gives it a black outline, so I'm not going to be able to actually have this in my render. But I will show you that I have all these other assets that I was able to get onto, and I was very happy with a few of these assets, especially my trash bag, my low poly trash bag, and I would like to show off my stoplight. my stoplight I was very happy with, and I'm overall glad that I learned about this process. So, yeah.